Welcome, Ridge Life. Today on Ramblings, I am here with Anthony from Country Road Cure. We've been visiting the 41.36, and how could I not have a little ramble with my buddy Anthony? And guys, we're gonna walk around the Country Road Cure side of the 41.36 and just see what comes up. What's up, Anthony?
What's going on, man?
Man, I appreciate you.
Haven't seen you in a while.
It's been a while, man.
It's been a long time. In person, anyway.
I feel like I've been here 100 times and seen all this stuff, but really, there was none of the house there.
No.
The Simple Life Reclaim house. Yours, I don't even know if yours was brought in yet. Because at the Okie Expo, did I come by here when we went to the Okie Expo? I don't think I did. I think I went. So it was. It might have been.
I'm trying to remember if you did. I know you came after the very.
There was a Shoot Dang Fest I came by through.
Yep. And
then of course there was the 4th of July celebration, Freedom Weekend.
Yeah, my shed was here.
Yeah, so
the first one we had.
No, I slept where your
wasn't.
house.
I was saying, no, it wasn't.
Yeah.
No, it was not.
My tent was right where your garden is. So, so I don't know, but I felt like I've been here every step of the way, and I know a lot of the viewers feel like they've been here every step of the way too. So
it's a lot of steps.
We appreciate you sharing your lives with us.
Trying to, man.
I mean,
we appreciate doing it.
let's take a walk. I see you got some timbers here. What's the plan for that?
Well, the T-post was a temporary thing for this garden for the dogs for last year. Roxanne really wanted to do a garden last year, and she did, and it was amazing. But this is temporary, and so we're going to be using these a lot for her garden fencing and for just like what do you call it? When it just looks nice kind of fencing. You know, we just don't know exactly where it's going to be yet. Yeah. Probably around here, make some fencing over there. Her greenhouse is going to be over here, different things. So, but that's what that's for.
Awesome.
Just don't know what we're going to put yet. Still trying to figure it out.
Now, what is your favorite thing Roxanne grows in her garden so far? What's your favorite vegetable or, whatever?
Kale that she's already grown. Right. It would be kale.
Now, I ask a question about this, guys. I'm not a gardener. You guys know I'm not a gardener. And I hear all these people growing kale, and there's this other type of thing that's like a grass too. I forgot what that's called. What do you do with kale? I mean,
so kale. The reason why I like it is because we make a zuppa toscano.
You're using words I have no idea.
Think of Olive Garden sausage soup.
Ooh, wow.
Best way, like a creamy with cream in it soup with potatoes, sausage. It's kind of spicy, but the vegetable you put in is kale. It's all crispy.
Wow.
And it's really, really, really good. And we've used the garden kale last year when we harvested it.
Now you got me intrigued.
It's really, really good.
I know every time I've come out here, and of course Roxanne fed us while we were putting the trusses up. Every time I go out here, these guys, what was that the
Sole?
Pasole. Oh, when I was here, you made the pasole. These guys can cook now.
I know, Roxanne can cook.
Well, and you got a smoker now, right? You're getting ready to be the king of the smoker, right? So.
Well, I'm trying. I'm learning as I go. That's the first smoker I've ever owned. So it's not a hardwood smoker, it's an electric smoker, but I love it. I love it. It's like the best.
Let's go here. You got a pump house over here. I want to talk about this pump house a second. I loved you guys putting this together because It's All Grady came out and helped put it together. They learned how to do their blocks.
Yep.
It froze. You had the one cold weather. What happened? What? Because it's a beautiful pump house, and I don't see anything in most.
Well, it froze, so that was like a record freeze here for a long time. It got down to like -30 wind chill.
And that doesn't happen up here. That doesn't happen.
And inside here right now, if I opened it, it's like we have the entire well and everything covered in insulation, just laying on it, covering it up. But what happened? It got so cold. It was 1 degree outside, and it just.
That's real temperature, guys.
Yeah, real temperature was 1 degree, and it just couldn't handle it. Yeah. And we've had it, 15 degrees, 18 degrees, and it's fine. It doesn't leak inside there, everything's great, but that was just so cold it couldn't handle it. So we're gonna have to put some insulation on the inside of it. Yeah. We're gonna have to. We didn't think we have to. We talked to all the, old timers and stuff out here. They don't even insulate their stuff, blocks, wood. And we're like, okay, we're good. Nope, we weren't good. But that's what that is. We're gonna paint it still. It's all treated wood for the most part. This isn't, but we're gonna seal it and treat it, but we just haven't done that yet either. We've got so much stuff going on.
So many projects.
So many.
Yeah. Speaking of projects,
what did you do first?
I see something red over here, and it's not blue. It is red. And what's up with blue? What's up with Uber out here? What do you got going on here?
Well, David, he owes me some tractor work, guys. All right, he does. I'll just leave it at that. A little bit of tractor work. So there's little mundane things I purposely left. Like, see, all this is like full of just junk. And so I was like, you know what, when you come out here, when Uber's here already, well, you don't have to make a special trip, can you just clear some of this stuff for me and flatten this out? And so he was here doing it. And it's just a little small stuff. I could do it with a wheelbarrow.
But why isn't it moving now?
Well, he broke it again. Uber's broken again.
So are you saying Uber is not a reliable tractor?
I'm not saying nothing. I'm staying out of the tractor wars, man. I'm staying out of it. But right now it's out of commission. You know. But not for long. It'll be fixed tomorrow.
I don't know that I've ever broke down Old Blue. I mean, I got Old Blue stuck one time, and that was only because I was not a very good operator. I've learned since how to get, you know, a tractor out of mud. There's no mud here in the mountains, by the way. It's all rock. David talks about, you know, Uber don't get stuck. Well, it's because it's rock. But it's broken down. It's kind of like a Chevy, guys. It's pretty, but it don't run very well. So, yeah. Uber looks good. I will leave it there. Uber looks good. She's a pretty machine, just not good much for the tractor purpose of it. All right, let's move on.
I'm staying out of it, man. I'm staying out of it.
He's a neutral party because he gets
neutral. Well, David lives so close, man. I can't be saying anything bad. I might need Uber one day.
Now, I love this lean-to. This is like the smartest thing I think you guys have done. You guys have done a lot of smart things. Because I'm going to be, you know, building a barn. And my barn's gonna be kind of this purpose for me before I build my barn dominium. So you guys, one of the first thing you did was built this lean-to.
It's very dirty right now, guys, but that's okay.
Oh, it's still, yeah. Well, it serves its purpose, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
When it rains, do you have to stop work? I mean, just drizzle and stuff?
Most of the time, no. If it's clean in here, I can work in here, and that's the purpose of it.
That's right.
Why. But
you guys see the roofing tongue and groove?
Yep, we're getting all that set, but no, most of it, we wanted this so our tools stay dry.
Absolutely.
And we did do a lot of work in here. Me and Roxanne, actually, we were in here during a thunderstorm. I mean, it was coming down bad, and we were in here standing boards. So it does its purpose.
Smart, super smart idea.
It was the first thing we did just because we needed some kind of shelter out here. I mean, we had all of our stuff in here at one point, like in totes. Kept it all dry and...
Got some canning.
Yeah. It's doing its job for right now, guys.
Yeah. Now over here, Thunderdome, not Thunderdome, Cluckerdome.
Cluckerdome.
Cluckerdome. Now, Jeff from Groovy Eggs Farm, formerly Bobblehead Homestead, hooked you all up with some of the most beautiful chickens. And you guys have done them justice with Cluckerdome. Yes. Look at this, guys. Now, I love watching you do, when I see you and the chickens, I love watching those videos. I'll pay direct attention. I always run your videos at work, but then when I hear you're going to Cluckerdome, I always, I gotta pay attention because I love your interactions with your chickens. There was one time though, on one of your videos, you have to go back and check out all their videos because there's some really cool things. Your chickens love to roost on you. Mm-hmm. What happened? There was one time something pretty dangerous.
Yeah, oh yeah.
What was that?
Speckles, the one that loves me the most, she's underneath here somewhere. She always jumps up on my arm stuff, and she was hanging out here on the shoulder. And I go look at her, and she pecked my eye. Like right on my eyeball, like my eye wasn't even closed. And she was all... And yeah, I was out of commission. I couldn't see for like 3 days on my eye. It was pretty bad. It was rough. And so I try to go in there with glasses now, but if not, if they jump up on me, I'm always like, get away from me. I do this now. But
this rooster right here.
That's Frank.
Frank. Now, I love Frank. And guys, I'll tell you right now, the video, the cameras, the GoPros do not do these chickens justice. They are gorgeous. The copper marans, the whiting true blues, the colors are just gorgeous. Look at these chickens, guys. Frank, I like Frank though. He's gorgeous. Now, what the new one over there is it Aaron?
So we got Reek and Aaron. And real quick, I won't go elaborate. Reek got that name from Game of Thrones. If you guys ever seen Game of Thrones, he's Reek because he got picked on so bad. He was getting tortured, kind of a thing, right?
Yeah, I know exactly.
You get it? So I was like, that's a good name for him, Reek. And yeah, he's the only black copper maran rooster I have here.
He turned out gorgeous.
Yeah. And then the other one's Aaron.
Yeah.
So I gotta separate those guys. They were supposed to go to the chop.
Yeah.
But I couldn't do it with Reek. He's the only one I had that way. So I gotta figure out something to do with them though, because this I have a name for this. I have never told anybody the name of this coop yet.
Okay.
I'll tell you later.
All right, yeah, and I won't spill the beans. I'm not gonna spill the beans.
But this is meant for a different purpose.
Nice.
But they're just hanging out in there forever.
Nice.
Yep.
So how many eggs are you getting now?
Well, I just checked this morning. We got 4 this morning.
Nice.
So the past couple weeks, it's been very, very shy. There was like a week and a half I didn't get any. And today, this morning was 4. Yesterday was 3. So they're coming back. I think it's because the weather's warming up.
No, the sun, the length of day, and all that stuff. You know, so awesome.
I love it. Yeah, this is my first flock of chickens ever in my life.
Clucker dome, everybody. And of course, Roxanne had to give it her little touch there with the flowers and all that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Gorgeous.
Yeah, I love my chickens. I do. I can't wait to start incubating and getting a lot more.
Now, we've talked about this, and you and I talked one of the first on the 41.36 to talk about it. They're gonna get some rabbits.
Yes.
I have mated some of my rabbits, and I'll be bringing some out for Anthony and Roxanne to pick from, Mel and Gary to pick from, and David to pick from. So they're gonna start out with a couple breeding pairs and a buck. And they're gonna have meat rabbits. What do you, is Wyatt excited about meat rabbits? We told him yet?
Oh, I've told him. Wyatt is so excited about getting rabbits. I had to promise him though that he was allowed to pick one of the first babies as his pet.
Oh, okay.
So I'll let him pick, and hopefully, you know, hopefully it's not a girl, but that's okay. Right? Whatever one he picks, I'm gonna allow him to choose that. But he's very excited. He wants some. He wants the pet. He can.
Yeah.
He's only 8, right? So he's like, I don't want to kill him, you know, whatever, right? I don't want to dispatch. But I'm excited about all of it.
Yeah. So when I bring them up, they're still gonna be pretty small. So they'll be very, very cute. Now I only name my breeders, and then the babies I don't name because obviously they're food. But you know the breeders can live long old ages, you know, and go through many cycles. Look at Roxanne's grass. It has come back, and of course you had to clear this, you know, for the work you had done. But you got grass.
Yeah, it's coming. She's gonna reseed it. Last summer was a really, really, really bad drought around here, and her entire grass died. And I don't know if you guys seen it. Last summer, right before that happened, it was like full blown grass. Yeah. Like it was thick. So she's gonna reseed it. It's coming back though. I'm happy with it. Yeah. I mean, we're spreading clover. She's spreading clover seed everywhere. Yeah. Trying to get stuff. There's a lot of rocks, but
oh, clover right here. Yeah, you got clover coming up. Yeah, you do.
Trying to get it going. It's just slow and you know, slow but surely kind of a thing. Slow but surely.
And now we got Thunderdome. This is probably one of your favorite things about the property, right? Thunderdome.
Yeah. Yep.
What goes on in Thunderdome?
This is where all the computer work happens, the editing, the video games are played. This is kind of like our living room, kind of a thing. We wanted it separate on purpose. A lot of people ask, why do you have the building separate? I think it's nice if you need to escape somewhere, right, and everything else is going in the house or whatever the case, keep it separate. And so that's what we use it as, just like a living room, game area. We got a big TV in there, a couch, stuff like that.
Now you're a professional carpenter, right?
No.
No? You're a professional electrician?
No.
Professional plumber?
Nope.
But man, I've learned so much from watching you do all your stuff. Because I'm going to be building, you know, the barn dominium soon, and I still refer back to these guys what they do.
The plumbing. I've said this.
I'm not looking forward to plumbing.
I absolutely hate plumbing. I give all plumbers their credit where credit is due. You guys rock. I couldn't do it again. I mean, if I have to, I will. But you guys know what I'm saying. That was my least favorite. Electrical wasn't too bad. Building's not too bad. But plumbing. And I'm only talking about drainage plumbing. The service lines that's easy.
Yeah.
The drainage.
The drainage, yeah. Was it calculating then just doing it and
the slope and gluing everything, and then when you do glue it, it doesn't fit right like when you had it dry fitted. And you're like, oh no. Yeah. And it's already glued, and you're like.
Now, your house.
It's very messy, guys.
We're
very busy.
Still a work in progress, right? You know, win. You know?
Yeah.
What do you like best about your setup out here? The shed to house with also the smaller shed for the, you know, what makes you go, we made the right decision?
It's paid for.
Oh, that's huge, right?
It's
debt
paid
free.
for.
Yeah.
I'm debt free. I mean, when it comes to property, I have one little tiny motorcycle payment that's about paid off, right?
Which we still need to go riding.
We do. I need to get it going.
Yeah,
I've heard about that for like 2 years from people.
I will trailer mine over here and you know, ride. Maybe I even ride it over if the weather's nice, but yeah, definitely trail it over and stay a few days. And
but besides that, which I think that's huge, that's massive. I mean, because anybody can do this, and honestly, guys, anybody can do something like this. But it's very nice to have a simpler life. It's small. It's not giant. We came from a giant house in Vegas. And, you know, Roxanne would spend 10 hours a day cleaning it. I would help around. I'd do the outside, she'd do the inside. We've always been like that, right? And that was how we work well on that. But poor Roxanne would be 10 hours a day cleaning. We'd have rooms, I mean, nobody would be in for months, but it still needed to be cleaned.
Yep.
And so living a simple, easy life is really nice. It's really nice. So
Absolutely.
that's where the shed house has come into effect.
Absolutely.
You know?
So
you don't need a lot to be happy, guys.
How was camp life? I know you started off over there in camp life, then you moved the camper to here. What? Yep. I'm just starting camp life. You know, I got an 18-foot camper trailer, living in that while I'm building the barn and the barn dominium. What was your pros and cons? What was some of the biggest memories of camp life for you?
It was nice being in the camper at night with me, Roxanne, and Wyatt. We're all like in one little tiny room as a family.
Yeah.
And you got really used to that, even though it was a tight quarters kind of thing. So that was really nice. Every night, you know, everybody's there watching a movie together. You can't really go anywhere else. You're stuck in a little camper, you know. Mm-hmm. So that was really nice. Some cons though, the bathroom was really, really small.
Yeah.
That takes adjusting. And then, I mean, it's a camper. They leak sometimes. I had an old one, right? And it leaks sometimes, and somebody gets up, you feel the whole thing move. And it's just different. Yeah. You know, but it was a good experience. We lived in it for like a year, and I have no regrets about it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We are walking through the old camp life. You guys remember Country Road Cure had their camper trailer, Simple Life Acclaim had their camper trailer. We're gonna finish up by the fire pit here. And one of my favorite memories was here at this fire pit. I got invited out to the Freedom Weekend, the first ever Freedom Weekend, and it was a blast.
A lot of fun.
Because these guys came out to raw land here in Arkansas from the desert Southwest. Somebody bought property sight unseen. How did you have that much trust in your sister to do that?
Well, I mean, I knew they wanted the same kind of landscape that I wanted, you know, and if it was good for them and it was everything, and I just believed them. I mean, I did Roxanne, same thing. We never seen it. We never stepped foot on this property until the day we drove up to live. It was very scary.
Good choice.
Yeah, it was a good choice. Yeah.
You have any regrets? I was going to say, any regrets about leaving the old life? You know, the 9 to 5, the retirement you know, the benefits, the big house. Any regrets there?
The only thing I wish around here, but it comes with the territory, and I knew that beforehand, is I wish. It sounds dumb, right? But I wish things were a little closer sometimes. Like going to the store, right?
Yeah.
You got to plan your week out. But other than that, no.
Yeah.
Other than that, no. Actually, this is heaven.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it's great out here.
I mean, how can you not love waking up every morning to that view? That mountain is amazing. And guys, that is a mountain. That's not a hill. I live in the rolling hills of West Tennessee. That is not a hill. That is a mountain.
I call it a mountain. I do. And now, yeah, and now our trailer's over there now.
Yep. So there's what's left of the campers from camp life. We're standing in the middle of the old camp life. Here's the bonfire where we had so much fun. There's been so many memories. You know.
This is all kid done. The kids came over here. This was all stacked nice and neat and clean. The kids decided to make themselves a little something
nice
around here.
Yeah.
But we want to do right here. We've talked about this, but we want to do like a big pavilion style with like picnic tables and stuff and a big barbecue pit. It's all open like at a park, you would think. So when people come by, because we got RV hookup right here.
Yeah.
And so we can hang out here. I think that would be a good thing for this spot, in my opinion.
Yeah, hopefully I can bring my house, my 18-foot camper trail here and visit for a little more lengthy stay sometime and
you could
help you, you know, on one of your next projects.
Well, right here you could park it and you can plug in right there. You got power, so you'd be good to go.
Anthony, I appreciate this walkabout today.
Yeah.
You know, I took time out of your your busy day, your busy weekend. This is weekend for them. You know, usually you kind of relax on the weekend, but we were a little busy earlier in the week, weren't we? With
oh
a
yeah,
couple things,
yeah.
but.
I knew this weekend was going to be busy. We had a lot of stuff to get done, and Roxanne and myself, we tried to do the weekend thing. We're trying to get back to that at least a little bit. It's mainly for Wyatt, so he has
Consistency,
and a schedule. Right? Schedule.
Well,
good for kids like that.
Roxanne wishes you all the best. She's busy getting it in the shed house over there. She says hi to everyone, and again, thanks a lot, brother.
Of course, man.
I do hugs, man. I do hugs.
No
appreciate your service too, by the way, man.
You too.
Absolutely, guys.
You too.
Support your military, support your veterans, and guys, I love these ramblings. If I could just do ramblings instead of just doing them. I love RidgeLife. If I could just do ramblings and talk to guys like this. Now, will you be a guest on StreamYard on my Ramblings channel one time very soon?
Of course.
All right. Well, you heard it right there. Country Road
Absolutely.
Cure live on StreamYard on Ramblings very, very soon, and that is going to be a hoot. All right. So, guys, until next time, I hope everyone has a blessed day. Keep rambling and
stay motivated.
go RidgeLife.